Preach reform but bite their tongue. Promise the moon but the same old song. Toadies and lice don't float my name. We need some moat to drown the shame. Branded far out, still holding tight. They dim the truth but burn a light. Crooked grins on a fancy coat. We need some moat to rock the boat. We need some moat, a wall, a chain to keep the lies from the pouring rain. Wading deep where the waters grow. Flush out the rock, let the river flow. A mask of change, a hollow sound. A dance of puppets spinning round. Can't stand the taste, can't vote my note. We need some moat to stand and glow. Lure them close and whisper sweet. Sink their boots, let them feel defeat. The struggle aches, the stories rope. Hammer the iron to build our moat. We need some moat, a trench, a line to show their gold ain't worth the time. Wash them down where the currents tow. Drown the old, let the new seeds grow. Lure them close and whisper sweet. Sink their boots, let them feel defeat. The struggle aches, the stories wrote. Hammer the iron to build our moat. We need some moat, a trench, a line to show their gold ain't worth the time. Wash them down where the currents tow. Drown the old, let the new seeds grow. We need some moat, a wall, a chain to keep the lies from the pouring rain. We need some moat, a wall, a chain to keep the lies from the pouring rain. Wade in deep where the waters grow. Flush out the rock, let the river flow. Let the river flow. Lure them close and whisper sweet. Sink their boots, let them feel defeat. The struggle aches, the stories wrote. Hammer the iron to build our moat.
It's Friday night and we're all in.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo.
I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe.
So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me?
Hey, 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 I can see peace on the horizon. But on the same token, I also feel the impending threat of global thermonuclear war. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? What's it going to be, Ed? What's it going to be?
Doom.
Doom. It's
It all
doom, I
ends in fire.
say. Doom, I say. It's coming to get you.
It all ends in fire or ice or one of them.
A song of fire and ice indeed. Yeah, so what the hell is going on in the world? And then we've got the final boss. The final boss has reared his head in Ibiza. I mean, if you had any freaking doubt whatsoever that we're living in a simulation, that's it. That's gone. I mean, the guy's a cartoon character. Look at him. He's got to be an NCP, surely. NCP.
We've got no slides.
NPC. We've got no slides because we're full screen and we're talking about what's happening. I mean, you've seen the fucking thumbnail. That's all that's up there just now. You want the slides? Here's the slides. There's the slides. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Who you want about? Ray, you live in a cave or under a rock. Or
Ray's this is like today's meme. You have to be super up to date to know about this one.
This has been kicking around all week, mate. This guy was spotted about Tuesday or Wednesday in Ibiza, and it just got worse and worse. And I mean, that's his hair. That's not a hat. That's his hair. You think Trump's rug is bad? Look at this, guys. And he's going bald as well. He's got a bald patch. I mean, we all got a little thing on top of it.
Someone needs to not go to Turkey.
Oh, geez, yeah. He's got turkey teeth as well. Yeah, so he was spotted clubbing it in Ibiza, giving it the old. And somebody said it's Ibiza Final Boss, and they're not far off.
Pretty much.
But I mean, look at it. Look what happens. The next thing you know, meme explodes round the world. 2 days later, he's now in a fucking private jet. Some dude from Newcastle or whatever is now swanning about, going to interviews with people in private jets. What the hell? I mean, look at him. He looks like, well, he's obviously a child because he's still wearing shorts. But I mean, fucking hell.
It just looks like a plastic mong.
He does. So if you are here tonight and you can see Chasing Liberty in the chat, that's because for some obscure reason I have a monkey on my screen, on the other screen. Sound levels. What's wrong with the sound levels, David? Low, high, indifferent?
He says, I'm fine, but you're obviously a problem.
Fucking Windows. I better turn my mic down. Bear with me, people. Bear with me. Fucking useless bastard machine. Stop fucking turning it down. It's turning it down as a watch. That's out of order. It's fucking turning it down as I watch. What the fuck is that?
Well, it clearly doesn't like you.
It shouldn't be doing that. It's set not to do anything. Fucking leave it alone. Oh my God.
You really think that works with Windows? I don't think so.
Well, when you've done what I've done to Windows, it's had more than an alien probing, I can assure you of that. Anyway, right. This is fucking outrageous. Why is it turning my volume down? Bear with me. I shall continue chatting incessantly.
Next Regis has a good point. It's probably Putin's fault.
Oh, yeah. Putin's weaponized my audio. Yeah, probably. I can't understand.
Putin's weaponized all in.
I don't understand. Oh my goodness, we've got someone in the chat who appears to be from India. You best not hang around too much longer, mate.
Oh God. Either that or have a good sense of humour.
So David says it's a bit more stable now. Well, I'll keep an eye on it, David, and see what happens, but it's absolutely mental, mate. I just don't know. There's no reason for it to be doing that. Because it's set to not muck about with the settings. I tell you what, though. Remember I was talking to you the other day, David, about Macs, and if one come up on a deal, I might snaffle it. Well, they're doing the deal. 5 months interest free. So I'm tempted. Mr. Name Designer from India has retracted these messages. Oh dear. Goodness gracious me. No, we do not bite. We don't bite. Not much. Right. Where the hell are we? I see, I'm all confused now because I've lost my thread because of the audio. This is what happens. Right, anyway.
Well, we need the next slide.
Yeah, the next slide. Tariffs. How tariffs work. Yes. And I don't understand this. People generally don't seem to understand that tariffs are basically just a tax on your own people. Yeah. It doesn't,
because he's making it more expensive to import goods from overseas.
Yeah.
And the American importers are going to put their prices up. They're not going to just roll over and take that hit on their own because they've got to make their living.
Oh, right. So the tariff goes on the final selling price. Okay. So there's a number of ways that they can approach it. The people that bring it in can sell it for the same price and take the hit, which means they lose money. They're not going to do that. The people that sell it in the shops could sell it for the same price and take the hit, which means they lose money. They're not going to do that. Or they could all put the tariff price on it and you end up paying the tariff. So effectively, you, the public, pay more for the goods. The country making it doesn't pay any more. The only way it hurts them is if you stop buying it. But that money doesn't even go to the country that's supplying the good. That money goes to the government. So it's a tax on
more
you.
Indirect taxation.
It is. It's just it's not even indirect, is it? It's direct taxation. Anytime you buy something with a tariff on it, the money goes straight to the government. And as part of that, look at this. Look at the revenue that is flooding in. But that's not going to make it any good, because you know what's going to happen? That's not sustainable. People can't keep paying those kind of prices, so you can't keep up with that amount of money. That's what, over 100 billion or something it brought in so far this year in tariffs. You can't sustain that.
No, you can't. And the American economy, from when America was in its heyday, and before the First World War, and before the Federal Reserve, and before the income tax and all of that stuff, tariffs were a good way of doing it because the American government was a lot smaller. And the American economy was a lot richer. And Trump is trying to recreate the past, but I don't know. Yeah, you can recreate tariffs, but you can't recreate the American industrial heartland or the manufacturing base or anything like that. It just doesn't happen overnight.
You're right, Ed. Exactly right. And you know what? You can't go back. You just cannot. I mean, you can look back fondly at the past, and you usually will because you remember the good things more than the bad things. So you can look back fondly, but you can't go back. You can only go forward. And even if you try and recreate, it's going to be different. It's going to be different.
You also need Putin levels of historical knowledge to be able to do it and make it work.
I think I like Trump, but it's hard to tell sometimes because he does flip-flop around, doesn't he?
He's a ridiculous flip-flopper, and he thinks he can bully everyone into submission. And the Russians and the Chinese are just not about to be bullied because they don't have to be. They don't have to take it. They've got their own economy. They've got. I mean, China has more leverage over the US than the US has over China. Because China makes all their shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I saw an article earlier in the week about how the fact that China is restricting all sorts of rare earth metals has the US military scrambling around other sources trying to source these rare earths that they need for their high-tech kit. And they can't get them because China's the main producer. I mean, China. And then they want to start a war with China. It's like, yeah, okay, that's it. Start a war with the people who make all your shit. That's a really good idea.
Yeah, China. Well, yeah, you know what? I mean, really, I know people say it's a great idea and things like that, but when you think about it, you know, it didn't do Standard Oil and Coca-Cola any real harm in the Second World War, did it? They kept operating just fine. They just called it different things, you know?
Well, that's where Fanta was invented.
And IBM. Didn't IBM come up with the idea for the spreadsheet on paper form in order to keep track of all the shit? Let's just call them inmates. We'll just call them inmates.
IBM was, IBM was providing the punch card technology that they used to keep track of all of the said inmates.
There you go.
And when the Coca-Cola company in Germany couldn't get the concentrate for Coca-Cola, they came up with Fanta.
Fanta! Right.
I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's move on. Donald Trump announced that he will impose 500% tariffs on everyone who follows Dmitry Medvedev on X.
He knew that one was coming.
He would love to, wouldn't he?
I bet he would, because Medvedev must be driving him absolutely potty.
And their uniforms were so fucking sweet, Emma. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not condoning anything that happened in World War II, but these guys knew how to fucking wear a uniform, and they looked good. Anyway, this is before I get myself into trouble. I shall move on. We don't want swatted, do we? Right. Apple says, did you see that? You should have seen this video, this press conference. Trump's standing there nodding his head. Well, Tim Cook, chief accountant of Apple, says they'll be making 19 billion chips in the United States and will be only buying rare earth magnets produced in the USA. Well, you won't be fucking buying many, that's for sure. Every new iPhone and Apple Watch worldwide will be made with Kentucky-made cover glass. Yeah, okay. Trump is just standing there listening and nodding his head. It looked like a fucking hostage video. It looked like a hostage video. You know, Tim Cook's there on the blah, 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 blah. You know what? Apple's just gonna go, yeah, okay, we'll just say it and do what we fucking like.
The thing is that Trump wants Apple to produce iPhones in America because then he can impose sanctions, tariffs on China without the American population going absolutely potty because the price of their iPhones tripled.
Yeah, exactly.
But he seems to be really good at ignoring economic and historical reality.
yeah, but aren't all presidents in some respects? But let's be
Pretty
honest.
much.
Let's be honest. Apple don't give a shit because they bring in more than the country does, basically. I mean,
Well, Apple makes more money than most actual countries do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't know if anybody gave anybody a gold bar. Why would Tim Cook get? I don't think Tim Cook would be able to lift a gold bar. You seen him? A bit of weed. Right, moving on. Where are we? Has the volume gone? It's creeping down again. It keeps creeping down. Fuck off. I turn it up to 100 and it jumps down. That's bizarre.
Windows clearly doesn't like you very much.
I hate Windows. It's a piece of shit. It really is. And you know what, Microsoft? You can go and shove it. I watched a movie on Wednesday night. There it goes. It jumped down 90 to 92. It was at 100. It's jumped down again. Fucking useless. I mean, if it's going to keep, well, what if I just ramp up the? Is that better, people? You can hear me better now? If I ramp up the road so there's more going in. Windows is turning down my microphone, Vicky, for some obscure reason. Although it's been set not to, and it's not supposed to have control over it. But Windows thinks it can control everything. Well, Windows has got another thing coming when it goes out the fucking window. Literally. Right. Nick Teresa says he heals just fine. That's cool. If it goes down anymore, I shall not be happy. But it's down at 92 now. It's gone from 100 to 92 in the time we've been speaking. No, I haven't been hacked. It's Windows. Windows does this. It turns down the audio. It's really, really annoying. Let me just check my audio settings here. No, echo, gain, and cancellation's off. So auto gain control's off on video, so it shouldn't be doing it, but it does. Anyway, right, where were we? Moving on. Trump's White House is now decorated like a gypsy baron's house. What the fuck is going on?
He's got some of the worst taste of any person I've ever seen. Everything has to be gold leaf, and it's like some sort of Roman emperor, and he wants to save the US taxpayers' money. Yeah, that's really saving the money.
Did you ever watch The Apprentice? The original when it was Donald Trump. I watched it. I watched it once, and the one of the treats for the winning team was to spend the weekend in Donald's flat in Trump Tower or something like that. Yeah, Trump Tower, I think, in New York City. And holy shit, it was awful. Awful. The place looked like Nero had just been down, and had a toga party. It was ridiculous.
It's like if you see Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah. Have you seen the Rose Garden? Have you seen the Rose Garden? Holy shit.
I don't know what the hell they're thinking of, but suffice it to say, he doesn't have much taste.
He doesn't. Yes, I watched it. Sorry, Frankie, you were right. I did watch a movie on Wednesday, and I watched War of the Worlds. Oh my god! And I put the review up on Snarky today because that is probably, I think it's possibly one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It's just, and it's not even bad enough to be good. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you've seen the Moonfall. Seen Moonfall?
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious, right? Hilarious.
That's one of those movies that's so bad it's good.
Yeah, exactly. But no, War of the Worlds is not like that. It's awful. Absolutely.
And it's such a good story as well. It's another one of those that they just continuously remake.
Yeah.
And the remakes seem to get worse and worse and worse every time they do it.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's just terrible. And in fact, I was gonna go and watch that BBC thing because I was putting trailers on top of the voiceover for Snarky, and I saw this BBC thing, and I don't think I've seen it, and it looked quite good because it seemed to be set kind of back in H.G. Wells' time, so I might go and have a look at that. Moonfall was funny, Vicky. You're right, it was. Right, moving on. United States, here we go. Team America World Police. United States offers a $50 million reward for the arrest of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Maduro did nothing wrong. Regardless of whether he did anything or not, this is a sovereign country with a head of state, and America's put a price on his head.
And refused to recognise him.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's typically America.
Yeah.
So that's what you get when you have some of the world's largest reserves of oil right next to Florida.
I know. Right, Donny boy, he's in Caracas. Send me the money. Just wire it. It's fine. I don't need to come over and pick it up. He's in Caracas, okay? Fucking useless. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of useless, MP Rupert Lowe mistakes charity roles for illegal migrants, phones the police and the Coast Guard on them, saying they're coming to invade Great Yarmouth as they roll past on their way to, well, they're trying to get to John O'Groats. There's the rowers there. Yeah, they look like illegal migrants, but
he did donate £1,000 to the charity.
Too little, too late. Too little, too late. You're an arsehole. I mean,
we're all allowed to make mistakes. I like it.
Oh yeah, you can make mistakes, but that's jumping the gun. That's stupidity. That's what that is.
Well, it's easily done when we're being invaded by boat people.
Have you ever seen any of them rowing their dinghies? No. They're all powered and they're all stocked to the gills. This is 4 guys in a rowboat. Fucking think about it. Just think about it. Just a little bit. Use that thing, that grey matter in your head. A mistake. He has a mistake. You're right, Ray. Anyway, well, yeah, okay. Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't. I don't care. But that was a stupid thing for him to do. Really stupid. Vigilante force plans patrols and crime hits Eastside Town. More than 200 residents sign up to safeguard force in Bournemouth, but campaigners fear it could target asylum seekers. Hold on a minute. Does it matter who it targets as long as it's targeting people that are doing wrong?
Well, I mean, ultimately, this harkens back to the period of time before we had centralized police and stuff like that, and communities would just deal with problems on their own.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we do now.
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with mob justice, but the government's not giving us much choice.
I mean, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with a properly run and set up vigilante force. I mean, look at remember those Guardian Angels guys in New York City? They made a big difference to the underground when New York was kind of lawless. In fact, I think they kind of pushed that, no zero tolerance approach in New York, the kind of mid '80s, late '80s. And that made a massive difference. That changed New York.
That's what cleaned New York up after the 70s.
Yeah, it did. Right.
Now it's kind of devolving again.
Yes, you are late, Darren, but it's good to see you. But meanwhile, in London, to make things safer, the mayor is going to paint a purple line.
What?
Yeah, he puts a
he
purple
just loves
line.
Pissing away money.
A purple line that says, "Stay back from the curb. People grab phones on bike." That's it. Purple line. So basically saying, walk inside the purple line.
Warning people about stuff that the bloody mayor should have a handle on anyway.
Let's paint it purple.
If it was a properly run city, you wouldn't have people doing that.
Let's paint a purple line. Let's not target the people actually doing the crime. Let's just paint a purple line down the pavement.
Yeah.
That'll do the job. No, they're filming.
And you're a complete racist if you try and target the people doing the crime.
Oh yes, of course you are, because you might be targeting asylum seekers. Anyway, let's move on. Kate Forbes is going to lose her seat to the Liberal Democrats. That's why she's quit. So yeah, Katie here has quit. She was the brain of Britain that is for some reason they keep picking women who know nothing about finance to be the finance ministers, aka the Chancellor and this clown who was doing it for the SNP. And they don't have a clue how finance works, and they don't have a clue how banking works, and they don't have a clue how to manage a budget. I don't even know if they can manage a household budget. It's that
They
bad.
probably do. I mean, if you look at Rachel from accounts, she clearly can't manage her household budget because she's had the parliamentary credit card stop.
Listen to us. Exactly. Listen to us. Aren't we sounding like misogynists? Well, yeah, maybe, but if it's the truth, sometimes the truth hits home, doesn't it?
Just a little bit. And ultimately, it's got nothing to do with what they've got between their legs. It's about what they've got between their brains, or between their ears, rather.
If the two brains would be twice as daft, mate. Anyway.
That's true.
Somewhere in Russia, the Russian poet Medvedev is writing his next masterpiece, dedicating it to Donny.
Oh, he's hilarious. You do get a sense from his tweets that he's having far too much fun.
yeah, I think he is. I think he is. Right, moving on. Diana Patenko is one of the most famous women in Ukraine, known former journalist of the year and opponent of the grossly corrupt Zelensky regime. Okay, fair dues. YouTube just banned her and erased her account. She had 2 million followers. The most dangerous.
That's outrageous.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that is outrageous because she's never controversial. I mean, I followed her on X for a while.
Yeah.
And she's brilliant. I mean, she's proper. They probably banned her because she makes Western journalists look bad.
Well, yeah, but does this have anything to do with it? From Diana Pachenko, Captain Rolex, who's making money on the war in Ukraine, Commander Filimov, who regularly asks for donations and appropriates millions of dollars of Western aid. His watches and jewellery alone cost around $300,000. And she has an 11th tweet thread on him. Or on them.
That's one of the things that she does is exposing the corruption in Ukraine. And when you actually read through her account on X and you realize what these Ukrainians are getting up to, it's just mind blowing.
Well, yeah, you're right. And to be fair, it's like it's not new. It's not new to Ukraine. They've been pulled up for this since well before the SMO started. The EU, the US, and the United Nations all produced reports saying that Ukraine were a really corrupt place. They were doing very, very bad things, and they needed to get their finger out and fix it. And they had made zero progress from 2014. Zero.
If anything, they've gotten worse.
Well, they've got worse now, yeah. Yeah, they definitely have. So if you stand with Ukraine, I'm sorry, I think you're a mug. Because it's quite straightforward. The country's a corrupt shithole. It always has been, and it's been used as a pawn by the Western powers to try and destabilize Russia. I've said it. That's it.
In a nutshell.
Yep.
Let's just hope you don't get your YouTube channel banned.
Well, yeah, there's always that. US made an offer to Russia that is acceptable. They made an offer that is quite acceptable to us. Ukraine war may end next week. So,
yeah, I believe that when I see it.
Apparently, Putin's talking about meeting Donny.
Interesting.
So,
I mean, talking about that since Donny entered the White House.
No. He said there was nothing to talk about. There was no reason to meet if there was nothing to talk about. And they haven't met since. But he's now talking about there may be a meeting this week coming, which should be interesting.
It'd be very interesting. I mean, it's always better when these superpowers are talking to each other.
And you notice the USA made an offer to Russia that is acceptable. Nobody else.
Probably not remotely acceptable to the Europeans, but fuck them.
It doesn't matter anymore, does it? Because the cat's out of the bag. It's not Ukraine against Russia. It's the USA against Russia.
Yeah.
That's that.
Which is what it always was if you don't pay attention to what the BBC tells you.
Well, exactly. Right. Yeah, this is weird. This is the whole Valentine card for asylum seeker things. So
that is bizarre.
Yeah, when I was like, do you remember Charlie's cat? Charlie's cat says, "Don't go with strangers." When I was a kid, we used to be wary of strangers. We had it drilled into us to not talk to them. We were pretty street smart growing up in the 70s to 90s. Fast forward to 2025. Children handmake Valentine's card for strangers arriving in the UK in school lessons. What the? Schools really are the epitome of lefty decadence.
And immorality.
Yeah.
And authoritarianism. And all sorts of other isms.
I don't think it really mattered who voiced them, but it's nice. It's nice to see he was voiced by Kenny Everett. He was funny. Right. So the Telegraph is saying that they've obtained documents showing that all our passport photos are being secretly searched in a police facial recognition database. A national ID system has been built by the back door without the public or Parliament's consent or taking action. If this is true, this is way beyond the
it's huge.
the authority of the police.
That's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge.
I can see MI5 and the GCHQ colluding on something like this. But if the police are doing that, that's completely beyond their remit. It further erodes any possible inkling of trust that might still be left, doesn't it?
But the simple fact is that I'm sure they've been doing it a lot longer.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this one and see what comes out of it. Right, okay. Leanne. Yeah, she's well meaning, and Francis Horn might be as well, or whatever, but it's bullshit. It's bullshit. As of today, AI is available on WhatsApp and therefore has access to all chats. No, it doesn't. It just doesn't. You can enable the advanced privacy option, otherwise AIs can open group messages. No, they can't. See phone numbers and even retrieve personal data and messages. No, it can't. You have to explicitly opt in. You've got to opt in to it. WhatsApp messages are still encrypted as far as I can make out. And
why the hell would I want an AI in my WhatsApp?
Well, you don't. But, well, some people do. Some people are quite happy for machines to tell them what to do. You know, and let's face it, to be honest, some machines are nicer to you. I mean, you think about it. Machines speak to you nicely compared to I do, don't they?
Just a little bit.
I mean, you even say please and thank you to machines, where I tell them to fucking grow up and stop being a retard.
Yeah, I still maintain that you're the reason the Terminators are going to turn against us.
It could be. So what will happen in the future is the revolution will send someone back in time to kill me. and the machines will send back a Terminator to keep me alive.
Oh,
I am the anti-Terminator. I am the anti-Connor.
Oh dear, moving on.
I think that's quite funny. British dad killed by drone fighting in Ukraine. That's sad. This is sad, but why would you even think about going? And I'd see, this is what pisses me off, because you're not fighting for your country. You're not fighting for Western values, because Ukraine doesn't have Western values. You're not fighting for a good and prosperous country that was doing the right things to its kids and its women. So you have been brainwashed into believing that you were fighting for the right reasons when you weren't. And you've
Yeah.
left a 12-year-old girl without a father and a wife without a husband. You selfish,
ridiculous.
stupid bastard.
I agree with that. Selfish, stupid bastard.
And, you know, it's a shame. It's a shame. Right. Russia's painting birds on their drones. Because apparently it throws off the AI interceptors. So you
Well,
could,
I mean,
it's a cracking idea, isn't it?
well, this is the simplicity of war. Is that the simplest ideas often work the best, and the most effective weapons are the ones that are born out of battlefield innovation, because they're a result of the mother of necessity.
Yeah.
And having to solve problems on the fly. And if it works, then all you have to do is paint a bird on your fucking drone, and it's more likely to hit the target. Then why the hell not?
Yeah, well, that's that. So apparently the Ukrainians have got to send up, piloted drones to take down these ones because the AI can't tell that it's not a real bird. Anyway,
Hilarious.
it's a cracking idea. Right, moving on. It's currently illegal to go hunting, fishing, and camping in Nova Scotia because of forest fires. You're not allowed to go in case you start a forest fire. So stay out of the woods. Burn ban, $25,000 fine if you go in the woods in Nova Scotia. Okay, I mean that seems a bit extreme. And then a fish falls from the sky and sparks a brush fire in Canada. Yes, it did. It did, Ray. It did. And it wasn't. What the hell was that?
Oh, it's kids setting off fireworks
All
outside.
right. So, I thought maybe you were getting swatted and that was a stun grenade. Anyway, so what happened was an osprey had caught a fish and it dropped it on power lines, which caused a short. And the sparks ignited the brush.
That's
It's
craziness.
fucking ridiculous. Some osprey
couldn't make
gets
it
a
up if you
blame. You
tried.
couldn't make it up. It probably has made up, mate. It probably has to. That has to be made up. A fucking cooked fish line there. Osprey's like, I just wanted I just wanted to take the edge off it. You know, I like to cook my fish. Oh. Apparently, Zoomers cannot adjust their NVIDIA graphics card settings on their gaming PCs anymore because they aren't 18 thanks to the Online Safety Act. I did
Oh,
notice.
this is hilarious.
I did notice this. What the heck? I have
The
to
fallout
be 18.
from this Online Safety Act has been mental.
Yeah, it's crazy. I actually used the NVIDIA app last night to update my drivers, and it didn't ask me anything. But having said that, look at me. It's not going to, is it? Mind you, it can't see me. So there you go. Yeah, fucking wonderful. That's just what Jill said.
What's this?
Vladimir Putin's war threats are why aliens haven't made first contact, expert claims.
You have to wonder who they find to write this nonsense.
It's absolutely crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. Russians, Vladimir Putin, constant threats, risking World War III, erupting and hindering chances of aliens making first contact with humans on Earth. UFO expert said, "What a load of bollocks!"
Well, who was the UFO expert? Elizondo?
Unnamed.
Probably fucking Nick Pope.
He's fucking shit. That's absolute. The fake invasion schedule for 2027. We're coming to it, Shalini. Just take it easy. Right. Tulsi Gabbard. It says it's time to expose the truth on UFOs. Hold on a minute, Tulsi. Can we not get the Epstein file thing done first?
Yeah, it would be nice.
Yeah, well, the Epstein thing's dead. That's a dead dodo. That's not coming back. because Trump's in there.
Who's this Epstein you're talking about?
Exactly. It's not coming back, mate. It's done. I hate Ross Coulthard. His mouth creeps me out. It just creeps me out. There's something about his mouth. Oh, 86%. This is what's wrong in Gaza. 86% of Gaza aid is stolen before it can reach those in most need. Well, why are we not surprised? We've seen the videos of Hamas taking over the trucks and shooing everybody away. We've seen them taking videos of giving food parcels to kids and then taking them back to move on to the next kid. Just using one parcel to film them, and the kids left with nothing.
I suspect that's Israeli propaganda.
I'd suspect it's probably a bit of both. I suspect it's also pretty much true. I mean, you think about.
Well, there are armed groups in Gaza, but a lot of them are actually funded by the Israelis to cause problems.
But remember, there was the whole thing about that Hamas warehouse as well. And that was found to be true. They had a warehouse full of food that they weren't letting anybody into. So propaganda one way, propaganda the other. You know what? You're never going to find out. And
well, the first casualty in war is always the truth.
Exactly. Speaking about the truth, Rachel Reeves threatens pensions by using employee savings for government agendas. So apparently she's talking about making it mandatory for government for pension funds to invest at least 10% in government agendas. That's fucking communism, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's blatant.
And most of it is, I mean, if it was government stuff that was actually going to yield some income, then great. But it's not. It's all this useless wind farm net zero bullshit.
Yeah, I know. So this other tweet that's tacked in there is the one that really worries me, right? Because in recessions, pizza shops and takeaways and kebab houses and all that always do really, really well. Okay? Because people can't afford to go out and sit down in restaurants and stuff like that, but they'll still get the little treats by getting pizza or fish and chips or kebabs and all that. If pizza profits are down, then things are really bad. That's a harbinger of the shitstorm that is going to come.
Yeah, well, we all know that there's a shitstorm on the way.
I think we do. Speaking of shitstorms, Dr. Assad will return to ophthalmology after being deposed as president of Syria and plans to set up an eye clinic in Russia. Because that's what he was before he was president of Syria. He didn't really want the job, but he was kind of forced into it by his brother, I think. And of course, someone on the ball snaps back with, of course, the one Syrian refugee who's actually a doctor doesn't end up in the EU. Now,
well, that's
people,
pretty much true.
Now, people, I'd like you to note that the stream's ad-free tonight on both vertical and horizontal because of the fantastic response we had last week for donations. So you know what needs to happen. You know what needs to happen for it to remain ad-free next week. And I'm looking at you, Emma Watts, Shalini Varma, Ray, Julie C. I'm not looking at Julie. David Nolan, Nectaridis. Who else have we got in the chat? Vicky Humble, Hatchy. Loads of people in the chat. Cool. Did I miss anyone? Just rhyming off the chat. DW76. Emma. Yeah, I said Emma. I started with Emma, I think. There we go. David Nolan. Yeah. Ray. Blah, blah, blah. Yep. Frankie, you as well. Right. Okay. Right. Oh, and Soldier. Hello, Soldier. Just in time. Thanks for your £5 that you're about to donate. To keep the stream free next week. Oh, there you go. Oh, Vicky. Oh, Shalini. Oh, my goodness. You guys are fantastic. So you have secured this stream. Bring it in, Sarge. Yeah, thank you, David. Oh, Soldier goes, he's off now. Don't be like that, mate. You know, I was only kidding.
Soldier, just ignore him. Honestly, just call him a CUNT and just ignore him. It's the easiest way of dealing with him.
You got to be fair though. I never asked much. In fact, I didn't ask at all. Right, hold on a minute. What's happened to my? Oh no, it's still there. Okay, right.
You didn't ask at all last week, and you got more money than we've I think I've ever seen you take in one show.
I know. Right, a picture paints 1,000 words, as they say. Here's a very succinct account of the present state of Western civilization. Sydney Sweeney has great. Sydney Sweeney is America's sweetheart. We have a new America's sweetheart, and it is Sydney Sweeney. And you know what? Good luck to her. I think she's a lovely looking girl.
Absolutely right.
And you know what? You don't like it? Tough. You don't like it? Don't. I
just think it's hilarious how many ugly people she's winding up.
Toggle my sound up. Bloody hell. What the hell is going on? This is ridiculous.
Think about this whole Sydney Sweeney thing.
Is that any better? David. She is America's sweetheart. She is gorgeous. Is that lump of lard undressed? No, I think it's wearing pink, Ray. I think that mobile tub is wearing pink. Yeah. Yes, Frankie. Very good. You'll get there, mate. You'll get there.
Can you keep your word to the audience, please?
I will. I just need. I started watching it. I told you I started watching it, and the stream died. But I've got it downloaded, so I'll watch it. But anyway, you can take ideology out of Germany, but you can't really, can you? These guys, they're toy tanks. That's tremendous, isn't it? I mean, you've got to know that they're heading towards Poland, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much. Or Russia.
That's just fucking tremendous. Panzer Treffenhausen. Right.
Well, that's pretty much the only military kit Germany's got left anyway.
Yeah. So you need to get American Eagle Dreams as well, which is cool. Estonia says Nectaridus.
Yeah, no, I think Nectaridus is right.
Police officer 48 filmed himself doing something to a baby girl, was jailed for 16 years after being caught by his own colleagues. This is sick. And the other guy, his accomplice or something, was also around that age, was a lawyer. Sick bastards. They deserve more than 16 years.
What the hell is wrong with the upper echelons of society? That's what I want to know.
That's a position of trust that's abused. He should have got a lot more than 16 years. He should have double that.
Yeah.
Because if you're a police officer, you're meant to be in a position of trust. So that should have been. It should have. It's a. What do you call it? It's a factor.
It's called lock him up and throw away the fucking key.
It's a What's a factor that makes things worse? Because it's not mitigation. It's the other way around. It's the other thing. Oh, good God, I've forgotten. But anyway, yeah, that's just horrible. I'm moving on. Surrey Fire and Rescue Service will decide to remove a recent post about the UK Fire Pride conference held last week. It was intended to share and celebrate a successful learning event focused on better understanding and support for our diverse communities. We're deeply disappointed by the nature of some replies, many of which were disrespectful and homophobic, targeting both the event and the individuals involved. We'll continue to block individuals who breach our social media guidelines. We're proud to have hosted the event and will not tolerate hate directed at our colleagues or the communities we serve. And the tweet was, just put out the fucking fire.
Literally just put out the fire. Forget the rainbows. We don't give a shit about that. What we want is when the house is burning down, we want you fuckers to come in, jump into the house, save our lives, save the cat, and exactly. Heroes.
Just put out the fucking fire. And you're right, Nick, to read this. Police officers do take an oath. Yeah. Right, this is a cracker. Man who kept his boat beside his house was ordered by the city to put up a fence to hide the boat from view. That's a fuck you to the city. I'll put a fence up, all right, and I'll paint a lovely picture of my boat on it.
Oh, well, that's how you deal with bureaucrats.
Yeah. Comply in the hardest possible way. Did Meghan Markle with Prince Andrew before Prince Harry, and it's fucking turned my volume down again, even though I turned it up in the road. This is fucking out of order. This is completely out of order. I'm going to have to sort this, but not tonight. It's just ridiculous. Right, yeah, I think she probably did, because she was a yacht girl, wasn't she? Wasn't she one of Epstein's yacht girls?
It wouldn't surprise me at all.
I think she was.
They're all so dodgy and dirty that
Yeah.
I don't have time for any of them.
Yeah. Soldier says, did you see the guy in the train who had his winky out, pants down? Yes, I did see the guy on the train. I haven't put any pictures of it in.
I enjoyed the bit where they kicked his head in.
Half-naked man in mental health crisis, beaten by London Underground passengers. There's the headline for you.
That's so typical of the UK's mainstream media in 2025 that it's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there you go. The guy deserved what he got, in my view, but maybe he didn't. I have to be balanced. Right, yeah.
Well, you only stop things like that happening in society when strong action is taken against them.
Yeah. That's spun it, yeah. Of course they did, Soldier, yeah.
What kind of mental health? I mean, so you drop your fucking trousers on the tube train and expose all of your privates for everybody. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, absolutely. What the hell? Right, let's move on. French Interior Minister Bruno Aretele announces that a 47-year-old Moroccan who's been identified as a person who lit his cigarette on the eternal flame of the tomb of the unknown soldier in Paris. The minister says his permanent residency right will be revoked and he will be deported to Morocco. Goodbye. That's the kind of action you need to take.
Absolutely. I mean, people shouldn't be able to just come here and disrespect our traditions. And I mean, if you went to Morocco and you went to one of their sacred sites and you did something like that, you'd probably have the absolute shit beaten out of you.
Yeah. Well, this guy's going back to Morocco, and I hope he has a nice life there. Right. Jerry Adams, 550 ex-Israeli army and security leaders said in a letter to President Trump, there is no need to continue the Israeli war on Gaza. There are no military targets to attack in Gaza, and Israel is bombarding starving civilians, especially when they seek humanitarian assistance. And my name is Earl says, I shop and sleep in Warrington, wasn't a military target either, but your mate's still planting a bomb in the litter bin. Good point. Good point, Jerry.
Yeah. I that's, well.
No, I think it's exactly the fucking point.
In that tweet.
It's exactly the point.
There is a lot of
one man's fucking freedom fighter is another man's terrorist. That's exactly the point. You know, and it doesn't matter where it comes from. If you're going to target innocent civilians, you're just a bastard.
Yeah, but that wasn't Hamas. That was the IRA.
Sorry,
that wasn't Hamas. That was the IRA.
Well, they were bastards as well, yeah.
Well, let's just move on.
Oh, you think they were doing good things by bombing your country?
Well, no, but trying to make the comparison between Hamas and the IRA is a bit of a stretch.
No, I think you've missed the point. The main point is, it's fucking ironic that Jay Adams, of all people, fucking master bomb maker, should be calling out something that he did, which was target civilians and kill them. I think maybe that's the point the guy was
Yeah,
making.
that's true.
You know?
Fair play.
Anyway, let's move on. So the CDC has issued a warning for travellers heading to China amid an outbreak that's already made thousands sick. Chikungunya disease is spreading rapidly in certain regions, and the CDC advises visitors to consider getting vaccinated before travelling. What are you going to get vaccinated with? Have we got a vaccine for a disease that's only been out for a month? How have you got a vaccine for it?
And chikungunya's been around for a while.
Has it? When you say a while,
Yeah.
how long? I mean,
At least
is it like
10 years.
Oh, right, okay, fair dues. Okay, fair dues. I didn't realise it was. I'd never heard of it.
No, most people haven't, but it's been around for ages, started in South America. Supposedly mosquito-borne illness of some description.
This is like a fucking war here. Every time I turn up the audio, it turns it down. Oh. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. What else? I tell you what, rather than me turning that up all the time, let me try something else. So, what I want you to do is tell me if I'm loud enough, right? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn up the gain. I'm going to turn the gain up. Output gain. Right, guys. How do I sound now? Do I sound any better, or does it just sound the same? I'd appreciate some feedback, people. I'd appreciate if you're still there. Are there people still listening? Gone quiet. They've gone quiet now, Vicky, you say. Right, let me ramp up the game a bit more. How's that? How do I sound now? Is that better? Sounds okay, John says espresso, mechanic. Jedi says fine. Okay, right, we'll go with this. We'll go with this just now and see how that goes. This is just bizarre. I'm fighting against the Windows. I am fighting Windows. Right, moving on. Young adults' personalities are changing with conscientiousness in freefall. Relative change in strength of different personality traits between 2014 and 2024. So that's quite interesting. People seem to be getting a lot more neurotic.
Well, that's the effect of COVID for you. I mean, I think that, and the constant diet of fear from the media and the uncertainty in the world generally. So it's kind of not surprising, but I think the real culprit in that is COVID.
It'd be quite interesting, actually. We should probably go back to like the 80s or the 70s for the Cold War and see if that made any difference. Oh, right.
Well, having lived through it, I don't remember people being as screwed up now as they were back then.
Yeah, but you were younger. You know what I mean? So you had a different outlook on life. You probably, I mean, I wasn't anywhere near as critical then as I am now, you know? And I kind of worried about things more then than I did now, you know, to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, lefties are having a lot of meltdowns, though. You're right, Vicky. Don't know what to...
Well, they're having meltdowns because their cognitive dissonance is being challenged left, right, and centre. Yeah. And they're having to make up all sorts of ridiculous stories to justify the positions that they've taken. And they can't admit they're wrong.
That's true. That's true. Right, Mr. Beast. This guy posts this. One of the most untrustworthy faces I've ever seen. Now, Mr. Beast actually replies to him, okay, with, I work 15 hours a day and probably take 10,000 plus photos a year. Congrats, you found one where I looked tired after 7 days of torturing myself for a video and then threw some BS caption on it for likes. Well, you know what, Jimmy? I think you're wrong because I'll be honest, mate. You look like exactly that in every fucking picture you take. He really does. He has that stupid fake grin that never extends to his eyes. It makes him look like a psychopath. He probably is a psychopath.
Person, plastic smile that they always flash.
Yeah, but look at the way he smiles. It's all mouth, no eye. The guy's obviously a fucking psychopath. I really think so. I really, really think so. But anyway, allegedly, whatever. So the question is, he seems to be quite touchy these days because a lot of people are asking if this whole Team Water thing that he's doing, which is just a front for WaterAid basically, is just another one of his philanthropy exploitation gigs, where effectively he gives or he tries to raise money for a charity in order to increase the amount of clicks and likes that he gets on his videos. And it does work. It does seem to work. Nectar, just says it's always good to come here for psychiatric diagnosis. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy it. But yeah, so because he's running some kind of event for August where he has hooked a bunch of creators into also being on promoting Team Water or whatever, trying to get you to donate money to a charity that's been in Africa for 44 years and hasn't really made that much of a difference, has it, Ed? WaterAid.
WaterAid, bloody useless bunch of idiots.
Thank you. And this is a man who knows Africa. So I think it's a bit of a, I personally think it's a bit of a, I think scam's too strong a word, but it's a bit of a sharp practice. A sharp practice, shall we say, yeah? What did you say, Ed?
Bit of a grift.
Yeah, well, it's a grift. Yeah, we'll not go into that soul jar. We'll leave that. And the turkey teeth. Yeah, okay. Right. Now, this next one is horrific, but we have to be careful about how we approach it. So, because it's YouTube, British mother claims she was assaulted midair by a parasail operator while parasailing in Tunisia. 52-year-old Michelle Wilson said she was assaulted by the operator while strapped into the harness as they soared through the air. So, not so good. Apparently, she said she was in tears when she landed. Apparently, he was, well, obviously he was behind her and she was trying to get away from him, but they were strapped in and he was pulling the harnesses tighter and tighter. So that's a pretty horrific situation to be in, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Especially in a situation like that where there's a large amount of natural fear anyway because you're suspended up in the air.
Yeah.
And then to be assaulted by someone that you put your trust in to get you back down on the ground safe and sound.
Yeah, because for some reason I ended up watching something about how high you can jump into water without hurting yourself. And it's surprisingly low, you know? Because once you get to 120 feet, you're almost certainly going to die when you hit the water. 120 feet doesn't sound a lot.
Concrete.
Yeah.
No.
120 feet is not a lot. Right. Moving on. Let's see if we can lighten things up a bit. Piers Morgan. Now, this is, I know, sit down, people. Don't be shocked. Just take a second here, but I kind of agree with Piers Morgan here. Piers Morgan's under fire for accusing Beyonce of cultural appropriation for her Levi's campaign. Very disappointing to see Beyonce culturally appropriate Marilyn Monroe in her new Levi's ad. Now, anyone with half a brain is thinking that's a joke. He's being facetious because of the Sydney Sweeney stuff. Yeah. But no, these people are taking it serious. I don't like Piers either, but the guy's made a joke and he's getting fucking hauled over the coals for it. That's a bit much, isn't it?
We can't make jokes with those woke idiots.
But what's happened to her skin, by the way? Because she's about, I mean, if you got a Dulux paint chart, she's getting into the Magnolia range now compared to where she started.
Compared to what her skin was like 10 years ago.
Exactly. She's doing a Michael Jackson on us.
Michael Jackson, yeah.
Right, okay, moving on. We'll get away from Piers more on. Rats the size of cats invade UK town as beasts come up through the toilets. Well, the size of cats are not likely to come up through the toilet, are they? But yeah, apparently they got a 22-inch long rat. That's the size of a small dog. That's a ridiculous size for a rat. That's a big rat.
That's what happens when you have rats in your government.
That's what happens when the council don't pick up the rubbish or leave it lying about for 3 weeks. Because you remember when we used to have a bin man that came round every week and emptied the bin. You only had one bin, right? But it got emptied every week. Now you put your food out in a bin and it's in that bin for up to 3 weeks before it gets emptied, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's not right.
Although we have communal bins where I live, so.
Yeah, but it's not right in the summer. That's not right in the summer. That's bad. The Black Death will be back. Yeah, plague. I inadvertently used the word plague instead of plaque the other day when I was making a tweet. Someone, of course, pulled me up on it, you know.
It's a bit of an unfortunate mistake.
Right, here we go. This is quite interesting, Ed. You'll like this. This is the use of AI, tokens processed. Boom. June. Flatline. Who's using AI? Students. School kids. Teachers. Because they're all on holiday and boom. Tokens processed just goes through the floor.
Yeah. We're surprised about this?
No, but it's nice to say. It's nice to be vindicated. All the shit that's getting marked by teachers. The teachers are probably using AI to mark the shit that AI has made, which their pupils are submitting.
Pretty much. They're probably, the first question they probably ask is, was this generated by AI?
Yeah. Right. So, a millionaire trophy hunter has been killed by a buffalo he was hunting in South Africa. Now, I don't know where you stand on trophy hunting. To my mind, there are pros and cons, right? Because I looked into trophy hunting a couple of years ago when it was a big thing. And there are pros and cons in trophy hunting because it does bring in much needed money and it gets rid of weak animals usually because you're not letting them shoot the best animal in the herd or whatever. So there's things that might be useful in trophy hunting and other things that aren't. But this guy gets killed by a buffalo he's hunting, and someone says, honourable death, the animal freaks cheer, but the real hunter knows hunting something that can kill you is a dangerous game, and there's no shame in dying in the endeavour. What's your thoughts on that one, Ed?
My thoughts on that one would be, I've seen buffalo take on rhinoceroses and elephants and lions. And if you're gonna go hunting buffalo in Africa, then expect to end up unfortunate. I mean, the argument about there being pros and cons, absolutely right. I mean, a lot of these African countries are really poor.
Yeah.
And the amount of money that they can bring in from having rich white people come and cull animals that need to be culled anyway.
Yeah.
There's this whole lefty notion that you can just leave the bush alone and it'll just manage itself. It's just nonsense.
Exactly, and that's why we have things like, even in this country, you know, like grouse and venison, deer stalking and all that. That's why we have seasons for going hunting in this country.
Because if you're going to be a trophy hunter, do it quietly.
Yeah,
don't go after buffalo.
Yeah, That's the thing. Right, moving on. Calling shoplifters scumbags is offensive, warned the police. Rob Davis was contacted by officers in Wrexham and asked to remove the provocative notices in his store. I don't think that's provocative. I think it's descriptive. But I don't think...
the police just wanted him to remove it because it makes them look bad.
Yeah, exactly. But aren't shoplifters scumbags? Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they are. John Stewart, the UFO researcher, not the comedian, says a DARPA-affiliated scientist told him in 2023 that the NHIs are expected to, that's non-human intelligences, are expected to return in 2027. They're coming back. So he says he started the 2027 alien invasion story and it's real, but he really didn't start it if he was told by someone. So this is just another, trust me, bro, I was told hearsay story, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about earlier, Shalini, about the alien invasion story. So 2027's when the alien invasion's meant to happen. Do you remember the guys that used to wander the streets with the sandwich boards saying the end is nigh? This is the modern equivalent of those guys. Isn't it?
Yeah, those guys are all on Twitter now saying the end is nigh.
Yeah, Jenny McCorbell, exactly. Yeah. Danny Sheehan. Yeah, they're all like that. Imagine playing Monopoly and never buying any asset or investment that generates an income. Imagine you just went round collecting $200, giving your money to the rich and trying to stay out of jail. Sound ridiculous? That's how most people live their lives.
That's absolutely true.
That's quite an interesting thought, that one, isn't it?
Mm.
And from Germany.
There's a bit of philosophy in there.
Yeah. And from Germany, more philosophy. A German study concludes that staring at women's breasts for 10 minutes a day is better for your health than going to the gym.
I bet it is. Absolutely right. There's few things in this world that beat a good pair of boobs. As Sydney Sweeney is busy pointing out to the world.
Yeah. Do you remember Terence McKenna?
Vaguely.
So he predicted the chaos we're living in is only going to get weirder. The level of contradiction is going to rise excruciatingly. He said we'd reach a point where reality gets so strange that people can't ignore it anymore. Sound familiar?
I think they're still going to ignore it.
Yeah, well, they'll ignore it as long as they can. But speaking about a strange reality, Ray says he was distracted. Yeah, I like that. Speaking about a strange reality, have you seen what's going on in women's basketball these days?
I don't follow women's basketball.
No, I don't follow either. But this is just weird. It's like they appear to be throwing, let's just call them marital aids. They appear to be throwing marital aids onto the women's basketball court. Usually green ones, but at this point, a purple one has appeared. The item is here.
Why?
What?
Why?
I think it's to do with the fact that it's women's basketball and they're not very good. I'm actually not quite sure though. So the date in the calendar is 2027, Shalini. I just told you. Right. Here we go. Me on the way to ask my wife what's wrong with her. Every man can empathise with this, can't they?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't have a wife, but when I've been with a partner, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
And you'll still get told, "Oh, it's nothing. Don't worry."
Oh yeah, I'm fine. If they say they're fine, you know they're not. The 345,000 Hublot LaFerrari watch can run for 50 days on a full wind. Well, why do you send me this nonsense? To make winding quick and effortless, Hublot designed a unique self-winding pistol that comes with the watch.
Right, so you've spent 350 grand on a watch when the same amount on a Rolex Perpetual will mean you don't have to wind it up. And because you have to wind it up, they supply this little drill thing to wind it up with. What the fuck? Rich people have got more money than sense, most of them.
How the fuck do you even read it? Where's the face? What's going on there?
I have absolutely no idea.
Jesus.
In a nutshell.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Thanks. That's why I sent it to you, because it's one of those what the fuck, this is what's wrong with 2025 sorts of stories.
Sure is. Oh, Vaughn. Good evening. Nice to see you. Oh, they're not talking about watches. I don't understand this talk. People, I don't know watches. Denmark Zoo asks people to donate their small pets as food for captive predators. The zoo in Denmark is asking for people to donate small pets or even small horses as food for its predators. It does go on to say that it's unwanted pets, obviously, that are healthy.
Oh, that's nice. You don't want little Fido, so you send it to get eaten by a fucking lion
Or an alligator or something.
What
but
the fuck?
They do say that they will euthanize them prior to feeding them, though.
Oh, right. Yeah, that makes it all okay. No, that's totally fine. Yeah, go for it. What the fuck?
It's just a completely different culture. Let's just say they've got a more pragmatic approach to animals than the British do. Yeah?
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
If you feel like a word like pragmatic is appropriate, yeah, whatever.
Oh, come on, let's face it. Us British, we do have soft spots for our animals.
Yeah, but you don't have a lifelong pet. The dog's going to die. Let's give it to the zoo so I can feed it to the fucking hyenas.
Not as big a soft spot as those Africans have for their goats.
No, that's not the Africans. That's the other ones.
Okay, the North Africans. Right. Okay. Moving on. Starting a startup changed the trajectory of my life. Before, 28 years old, 100k in debt, skinny fat, living in a studio apartment. After, 32 years old, 300k in debt, fat, living in my car. You know what? We'll change a few details, and the story's the fucking same one for me. It really is. Yeah, there you go. I empathize with you, mate. I really fucking do. Unused van, very low mileage, never had any passengers. Unused vans for sale, choice of 260, parked up the last 8 years.
Yeah, that's the immigration enforcement.
Yeah. That's cool. Online safety bill? What online safety bill? British kids logging onto Pornhub trying to trick the age verification face scan. Why do I look like Amish? Hilarious. This next one is super weird, and I actually meant to look it up, but I didn't have the time. Florida woman kidnaps scientist to make her cat immortal.
But that comment was that I'm not saying she's right, but I get it. I don't know if that's a true story, but this is Florida.
Oh, it probably is a true story. I'll look that up.
I'm going to go on the basis that it probably is true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. I'm pretty sure. Right, moving on. Americans are nicer than Canadians. Airplane etiquette. Fucking say the word, Ed. Say the word. I've lost it. Etiquette. Survey reports. Get fucked, Canada. You have nothing now.
Well, that was the thing, is that it was always seen that Canadians abroad were always nicer than Americans abroad.
That's
and I guess not.
The next one is fucking tremendous. What's this truck called, Ed? Harrison Ford 150.
Yeah, that is good. Although it looks AI generated.
It would be cool though. It would be cool. Right. Moving on. Oh, right. And they wonder why loose women is dying. The woke ITV killed it. So the loose doctors is how to examine your vulva at home. Fine, and that sounds like a reasonable premise. But can someone just explain to me, like I'm 5, what's the guy doing?
Well, because men can have vulvas now as well, don't you know?
I just don't get it.
It's bonkers, but that's the world we live in.
That's fucking nuts, mate. This was a cracker. So this, I saw this video. It's absolutely brilliant. 1967, Woody Allen tried to embarrass the model Twiggy, and it backfired. So he was 32 or something like that. She was 17. 17. And he goes to her, "Who's your favourite philosopher?" And she goes, "I haven't got one. I don't really know any, to be fair." And she goes, "Who's yours?" And he's going, "Well, I kind of like them all." And she goes, "Yeah, but I don't know who they are, so name them, or name one." And he's going, "Well, yeah, I like yeah." Fucking beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Hammered him. He was a knob, Woody Allen. He really was.
Yeah, PDF file.
Yeah. You adopt the kid and then marry it later. That's suspect. Right.
That's sick.
Yeah. Right. Moving on. Alien 4K remaster painstakingly adds Sigourney Weaver's bush back in. I don't know if somebody had to paint it back in, but this was quite a thing apparently because she categorically refused to shave it for the movie. So if you see her and she doesn't have a bit of bush sticking out in that movie, it's been touched up. If you pardon the expression. When you learn that Ted Kaczynski, Charles Manson, and Jack Ruby were all MK Ultra patients. Is this true?
Oh, that's a deep rabbit. Yeah, no, that's a deep rabbit hole. They absolutely were. They were all connected to MK Ultra doctors in California.
Oh, that's interesting. Right, next one's harsh. It is harsh. You got it yet?
Oh, that's so wrong.
That is wrong.
I'm not even going to say what that is.
No, don't say it.
Get ourselves banned.
Don't say it. Right. A recent article in the San Francisco Examiner reported that Nancy Pelosi had sued Stanford Hospital, saying that after her husband had surgery, he lost all interest in sex. A hospital spokesman replied, "Your husband was admitted for cataract surgery. All we did was correct his eyesight." I probably made up, but you know what? I liked it, so I thought I'll have that.
Yeah, no, that's a funny one.
Right. I don't think we're far from the end now. We're getting there. We've only got 2 left. And I promised you it, and it's here. Scottish kitten gets its head stuck in a brick. What the...
Oh dear, how the fuck did it manage that? Well, it's a cat. What am I talking about?
It's a cat.
Of
It's a
course
cat.
it managed that.
Fucking unbelievable. And look, they managed to get it out and not break the brick.
Well, I mean, look, if the cat got its head in there, it'll get its head out again.
Yeah, but its ears bend the wrong way when you're taking that out.
That's true.
That's true.
I thought of that.
Yeah. But yeah. So the kitty's all right, and the brick survived. No bricks or cats were harmed in the making of this story. And we've only got one story left. Have you got anything, Ed?
No, not that we've covered already. I've been avoiding the news for most of the week.
Let me just check my my stories of the week if we've got anything. Have you seen that one? Adults using pacifiers to deal with stress. I don't have a video for this or a slide.
I saw that story
sick.
just before we came on air. That's
Yeah.
like, what the hell is wrong with people? Seriously, I mean, I have problems, but I mean, the thought of turning to a pacifier is pretty much the last thing I would have considered.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't even think I would have considered it.
Yeah. It's just these people they need help. They really do.
I mean, what happened to drinking a bottle of whiskey when you're stressed?
Yeah. Yeah. Or wine or whatever. Some kind of recreational thing.
But
Right.
pacifier? What the fuck?
It's not right. Come on, people. But again, is this back to my theory about, the childhoodification of people? Like men.
Yes, infantilization is the word.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That's the word I normally use, to be fair. But it's like grown men wearing shorts no matter what winter, It's like, come on, really?
Well, if you're a scaffolder, then fair enough. But otherwise, or a postman. I mean, there are some jobs I can understand them wanting to wear shorts because they're really physically active. But
no, I can't. I can't get that. Not in winter. I can't understand wearing shorts in winter, even as a postman.
Scottish.
Exactly. I've seen the postman here. Or delivery drivers are the worst for wearing shorts. Wearing shorts in winter is nuts. It's too fucking cold here. I just don't understand it. Anyway, let's wind her up, Ed. We've got one left, and it's another America's sweetheart for you. Got another America's sweetheart for you. I'm not saying she's got good genes. In fact, I'm not even saying she's got great genes. In fact, I might even go as far to say as she's got bad genes.
Yeah, that one's definitely got bad genes. Ew. It's enough to make you want to throw up, frankly.
Yeah, Ray says he went to school with a boy who wore shorts in 4 foot of snow. Yeah, that's nuts. I mean, even in Hong Kong, we didn't wear shorts all the year through. Shorts were only in the summer or spring, summer. You wore long trousers in the winter. You always wore. I mean, in fact, see, growing up as a kid, you were desperate to get out of shorts because when you started wearing long trousers, that's when you started becoming a man. Nowadays, people don't want to grow up like dogs. Dogs are just wolf puppies that are stayed as puppies, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So there we go, people. That's another all in, all done, all for you. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a blast. What about you, Ed?
It's good fun. Yeah, no, it's been good fun.
Enjoyed
it.
And I'll go and watch that movie. What's his name? Frankie. I will watch it and do the review for you. I will fulfill my obligation. I am a man of my word.
You do.
I will.
But no, it's been a good show, and thank you to the audience as well.
There you go.
Up, as they always do.
There you go. Thank you, guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week, won't we, Ed?
Oh, definitely.
We'll see you next week. It's been great for you.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car.
straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, heart full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous? Can't wait to apply all those mathematicus. But we can't get a job that pays us enough. I'm about to pop off. Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to, something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots